pleasure has been the missing conversation in the last 100 years of women's sexuality, which has been focused on, frequency, and then the whole era of testing Viagra for women. And no one asked about pleasure, and no one investigated how to improve pleasure. And we're finally starting to say pleasure is, it's the missing link. It's the next frontier. Mm-hmm. How we measure that is completely elusive to all of us in science, but we do know that when women talk about really satisfying sexuality, and they talk about, that moment when they were so present and so in sync, and nothing else mattered, they're talking about pleasure.
So that's the barometer. So
that's the barometer.
So we stop asking, are we doing it enough? Are we whatever? And the question is, am I experiencing pleasure?
Correct. And your pleasure is different from your partner's pleasure. So don't use the same barometer for that. Use different ones.
And this is everything. This is everything. This answers the question about the political question. This answers the question as to stress being the biggest contributor to our sexual dysfunction, stress being the biggest contributor to our disproportionate lack of enjoyment of our lives, leads to the lack of enjoyment of our birthright, which is pleasure and sex, leads to the decentering of us as people worthy of the equal protection of the law. It's everything.